All right. Hi everyone, and we are back in our channel. I'm saying our, but of course it's my own channel. So forget that. And I'm going to show my face once in a while, of course. I'm sorry for my haggard face, whatever. But I haven't really taken a bath because it's too hot right now, and yeah, I might as well just keep sweating so that I reduce my weight. Not. So we're going back to our topic here. We're going to proceed with the programming. So the last thing that I did was the calculator app. If you haven't watched it, guys, please watch my previous videos regarding JavaScript basic programming. What the hell? Something sticking out of my microphone. I'm sorry about that. Okay, ouch. Okay, so let's forget that and proceed here. So, by the way, I haven't introduced this. When you're using Visual Studio Code, you could just open the folder, then uh, press or rather hold shift then right click, and you can click open with code. Then automatically the Visual Studio Code is going to be opened on that specific folder. So as you can see here, the JS demo is now opened in Visual Studio. So we're going back here. So let's try to open this again. This time we're going to use Firefox. Last time we're using Google Chrome. It's not like it's not like I want to hide my history from Google Chrome or whatever. And Firefox, I haven't really used Firefox much as I do with Google Chrome. Okay, so our mission for today is going to be that we are going to allow the user to select certain operations. Let's say we have four mathematical operators. When what do you call it? When executing calculations with math. I don't know the terminologies anymore. Forget it. I'm just saying that there are four operators that we're going to use here. Most commonly, it's the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So what we are going to do is for the first number to be the what do you call it? In addition, of course, they are both the addends. In subtraction, though, the first one is that's that's my weakness in math, though. I don't know the terminologies. Let's just say that the left and the right numbers. Okay, so I hate it. So if it's subtraction, the first number is going to be subtracted with the second number. For example, 5 minus 3. So the result should be 2. Should be 2. And also, if multiplication, well, in multiplication, it's similar to addition. They are both the what do you what do you call that? The multi the multi. I hate terminologies. I don't want to search it though. Okay, so when you calculate it, it's going to be 6 times 4 is equals to 24. Then lastly, division. Division is similar to subtraction too, where the first number is going to be what do you call it? Uh, basta. Let's say 10 divided by 2. So the result should be 5. Okay, so how do we proceed with that though? For basics, we are going to add a select. As I said earlier, you should already by now learn how to use HTML. If not, then just follow my lead again. So we have the select here. Let's put some options. Let's say option. Hmm. Of course, I'm I'm sorry for that pose. So we have four here: subtraction, multiplication, and division. We can add some hmm, yeah, some value here, like their what do you call it? Their symbols. Subtraction, multiplication is represented by asterisk, and division is represented by slash. Okay. Now what we are going to do with this, since we already I still have the old code, I just have to remove this. Okay. So now what we are going to do here is to comment this for now. Let's reserve it for later. Okay, so by the way, how did I do that? Hmm, Actually, it's very easy. You can select certain lines of codes here, then press Control, and is it slash? Yeah, slash. Just have to do this to toggle the comments on the codes. Easy, right? Fairly easy. Okay, so what we are going to do is to get the value of this select tag. Let's say select, let's put an ID here. Let's name it operator. And finally, wait, sorry about that. We're going to use, we are still going to use, what do you call it? Vanilla JS, of course. Okay, so let's change the ID, get element ID, get element by ID rather. Then the ID is operator. If you want, you can write ops. Yeah. Don't just copy and paste codes, guys. You have to learn how to modify the codes yourself and try to experiment with things. If it doesn't work, just make it work, I guess. Forget that. Now what we are going to do is maybe here and the result, let's substitute it for now. You can use inner, I don't know if it would work though. Inner text instead of inner HTML. I forgot to change this. Last time we were using inner HTML. So let's try inner text this time. Okay, so document that get element by ID result that inner text is equal to the ops that value. So if I'm not wrong, if I'm if I code it right, the result should be one of the symbols depending on what you selected here. So when you refresh this, you're going to have the selected. It's not formatted beautifully. So let's try to put something here. Break lines, break line tags. Should know that on HTML. Oh, beautiful. Or is it? Oh, it's not. Okay, let's do it like this. So when you, since addition is already selected, when you click calculate, yeah, it worked. So inner text apparently works, I guess. So as you can see here, it changed to plus, subtraction changes to minus, multiplication, and division. All right. So let's proceed with the calculation, I guess. Okay. It's been 8 minutes since I recorded this. As much as possible, I want to keep things under 10 minutes, but who am I kidding? Usually my videos last up to 16 minutes long. I'm sorry about that. I could improve my teaching by I don't have lesson plans after all. I'm just trying to share what's inside my mind right now. So, okay, let's proceed with the calculation, I guess. You know what? To extend things. No, no, no. Let's forget that for now. Let's just proceed with this. So, you can you can now add additional scripts here. Like let let what they call it. Let ops is equals to. So it's going to take the value of the selected ops here, either plus, minus, asterisk, or slash. So what do we do next? So we're going to keep this here. Let's put something here. Mark. Wait. No, no, no. That's a certain convention on a specific language. I'm just going to do plain comment here. Let's say this is flag, or rather checks for null part, or non-values na lang. Non-values. So let's keep it. Now we have ops. So by default, of course, you are calculating here using num1, num2. So what we are going to do is to cut this. I'm cutting this. I'm not removing it. Then do some wait a minute. You could maybe this is the proper time to present if then else conditional what is the term? Let's name it conditions. So if ops, yeah, you're checking the ops variable here. So if ops is equals to, you have to use double equal because this is an operator that the difference between a single equal and a double equal is that the single equal assigns the value. Let's say let x is equals to 2. But if you use x is double equal to 2, it checks for the boolean value. It checks if the x is equal to 2 or not. So that's what happens here, basically. So if ops is equal to quote unquote a plus, it's equal to plus string, which is here. So the calculation, what do you call it? The result is going to be the two numbers being added to each other. Else, if ops is equal to minus, you could put it like this, plus minus. You can see. Else, if ops is equal to equation or asterisk rather, yeah, this is what happens. Then finally, if else if ops is equal to division, yeah, it's fairly easy, right? So if you ask me if I type the else here, what would happen? Well, in this case, there's nothing there's nothing to there's nothing wrong that is going to happen because, well, you can only select four operators, right? Unless you're a certain hacker. Yeah, let's just add it, even though uh, let's just put it impossible. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that on my codes. So when you save it, finally casting error because the fields are blank. But if you put 2, it's going to output 4. If you change the first number, of course, it's going to output 7. When you select subtraction, then calculate, it's going to be 3. Yeah, it works. Next is multiplication. Yeah, 5 times 2 is equal to 10, right? Then finally division, 2.5. You can see it's it's easy. Not too hard, right? All right. So probably that's the only thing that I'm going to present today. So by next time we're going to, rather I am going to think for another stuff that we can extend this calculator app or maybe do something else besides this. Okay, so again, thank you very much for watching and see you on the next video. Bye.